Hello and welcome. Welcome again. Welcome again. That sounds so weird. But welcome to a new episode of Learn with Tin. This is not a series. I'm still I haven't decided if I'm going to do it as a series, but we are talking about phrases. And so today we are going to have. Oh, you will know later, but let me greet you first. How are you? Have you been well? Have you been sleeping and eating well? I hope so. I hope so. I hope that you still have food on your plate, still have food on your tables, and you are safe, and you are calm at home. Yeah, let's just work together. Yeah, let's just all work together, cooperate so we can all survive this pandemic. Okay, so without further ado, let's go and talk about tadan phrasal verb. Okay, a phrasal verb is not very easy to remember. But what is it? Okay, a phrasal verb is an idiomatic phrase. Okay, it is almost the same as idioms, okay? Which means that phrasal verb is a combination of words that would form a new meaning. Yeah. So let's know more about phrasal verbs, okay? It is called a phrasal verb because it consists of a verb, of course, and then a particle. So that particle can be a preposition or an adverb. Okay. Of course, particles can change the meaning of the verb completely. That's why our phrasal verbs don't have its literal meaning. Let's take a look at these examples first. We have look up. Okay, look is to see and up is above, right? But it doesn't mean you have to look upwards. Right? Since this is already a phrasal verb, a verb and the preposition, the particle is a preposition. It means consult a book to look or search for that word in a book. Look it up. But nowadays we can also use it when we look for a word on the internet or your electric dictionary, not just the paper book. Look up. Search, look up, right? Look for. Okay, seek somebody. Look forward to anticipate something with excitement. Yeah, look forward. I look forward to meeting you soon. I look forward to talking to you soon. So it's not the literal meaning just to see for the word look, right? So our particle up, for, and forward, so they change the meaning of our noun. So it's when you see phrasal verbs, it's really hard to tell if you want to know the meaning just by looking at our verb, the literal meaning of the verb, right? Okay, I'm going to talk about the different kinds of phrasal verbs here in this video. Maybe I will go deeper into it in the next episode, but for now, let's just talk about the different kinds of phrasal verbs. So first is the separable phrasal verbs. Yes, you're right. Separable because they can be separated. Okay, for example, we have here, you have to do this paint job over. You have to do over this paint job. Okay, what did you notice? So we have do over, right? Do over, do over. But the difference is that for this first sentence, the word do and over are separated, right? Okay. So when the object of the following phrasal verb is a pronoun, okay, the two parts must be separated, such as this. You have to do it over. Since after the word do, we have a pronoun it. So we have to split them. Okay, we don't say you have to do over it. That sounds really awkward and incorrect. So it has to be, you have to do it over. You have to split them up. Okay? All right. Anyway, both of these sentences here are correct. They can be together, they can also be separated. Now we have inseparable phrasal verbs. So these are the transitive ones. It means that they carry that's right, they carry the verb meaning. If they carry the verb meaning, they cannot be separated. If you separate them, the verb will lose its meaning. Okay, so this is an example. Who will look after my state when I'm gone? Okay, so you cannot separate these two. You can say, who will look my state after when I'm gone? It doesn't sound right if you say it that way. Okay, the teacher called on students in the back row. Right? The teacher called students on. It doesn't sound right. Although maybe some people would do it, but that's not correct. You cannot separate these words. Next, we have three-word phrasal verbs. Okay, they're also transitive. Okay, they carry the meaning of the verb. So we have our example here. My brother dropped out of school before he could graduate. So our phrasal verb is dropped out of. So we have our verb drop, and then we have these particles out and off. So it's a three-word phrasal verb. Of course, if we have transitive phrasal verbs, we also have intransitive phrasal verbs. Okay, it means that the verbs, they are not followed by an object. No object there. For example, once you leave home, you can never really go back again. So after our phrasal verb go back, there's no object here. Not like here. Let's compare. Okay, the teacher called on students, right? So our object, the students. Yeah. Okay, so it is transitive. It has an object, but this one doesn't have. Oh, sorry, this one rather. This one doesn't have an object, right? Okay, so that is what we call intransitive phrasal verbs. Okay, so I'm going to do another video which contains some examples of those phrasal verbs, the three-word phrasal verbs, transitive, intransitive phrasal verbs, separable, inseparable phrasal verbs. Okay, but that is it for now. It's short so that you can understand it. You can absorb it. So when we go to the next level, it is easier for you. Yeah, thanks so much and take care of yourselves. Stay healthy,